one thing, just first thing in my mind, I guess, would be the defensive line. I was very anxious to see how they'd look once we got them on the field. I think we have a fair idea what the front four guys are going to do and how they'll play, and they've all done a nice job. And then I think we're seeing some good performances from our younger guys, the backup guys. So wasn't quite sure how that was going to go, but really pleased with we have two redshirt freshmen, Noah inside Shannon and John Wagner. It's great to have Davion back. He's doing a good job. He looks rusty. And then maybe a pleasant surprise is Austin Schulte, who's had overcome some really significant injuries. He's had a couple of knees, and quite frankly, a year and a half ago looked really wobbly out there. But he's really had a good spring too. So we're not as deep as we need to be yet, but it's encouraging to see those guys perform well. It's probably the first thing that comes to mind. I think certainly it's good for Nate right now. It's a chance for him to keep pushing forward. And we cut his reps back a little bit last week, not so much because he doesn't need the work, but because we want to look at the other guys. And right now, Peyton and Spencer are competing pretty well, pretty even with each other. And then Alex got his most extensive work. First 2 weeks he really didn't do an awful lot in a team situation, so we got his feet wet a little bit. And we'll probably continue down that path, I would think, the next 2 weeks. I think it is important that we learn about our backups over the next 2 weeks, and then I could see that one. I don't think we have a starting quarterback controversy at all, but I could see that pointing into pushing into August to let both those guys, or all three of them, compete and see who can do the most. But Alex is clearly behind the other two for obvious reasons.
Any injuries of note? Health report good so far?
No, never as good as you like. I mean, we have guys missing time, so that's frustrating. And frustrating for them first and foremost, but frustrating for us because it's hard to measure a guy's progress and improvement. So, I think we're overall nothing major other than Colton Dinsdale, unfortunately, last Tuesday did his knee, injured his knee, and it's going to be probably close to a year's rehab. So that is unfortunate. He's a guy that's really doing well, doing good on special teams. Knock on wood, hopefully that's our only surgery, but it's still unfortunate.
How's the 3-4? Is that a real thing?
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends how you look at it, real or perception, but that's another injury. I mean, Amani, I don't know if that was covered last week or not. Amani Jones injured his ankle probably about 10 days ago. So he won't be working the rest of the spring either. So a big part of the experimentation was giving him a chance to get some work in there, quality work. He can't do that, obviously, but we'll keep toying around with it and give some other guys some work there.
Okay.